ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for a much-anticipated main event.
Santa Fe Clan. WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Saul CANELO
Creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed face of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Ortiz has got to deal with a cut around his eye. Now, it looks like it's below his eye, so we'll see what kind of effect it has. Power puncher versus the high stamina fighter. How does the high stamina fighter want this fight to unfold as it goes longer?
Well, the high stamina fighter, what he wants to do is he wants to get a lead. Get the lead, go out there quick out of the gate, and then later on you have the power puncher looking for one shot at a time. He's going to be searching them all night, and he's never going to find them.
Monzone's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Committing upstairs now, he goes there again.
That's it!
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Committing to the head work, you see him go there again. And now he's targeting upstairs. Good defensive skill.
Watch the hook, watch the hook, come on.
Ortiz is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. A well-targeted jab that time. That's a good block by Carlos Monzon. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Ortiz's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the corner man, this is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
That's what I want to see.
And that's the end of round one. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie,
oh,
didn't
yeah.
you?
Yep.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Well-placed jab straight. Parries that punch intended for the head. Look at the mess in the ring right now. Monzon's cut is just painting himself red.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, No rounds are going in his favor.
Ortiz's punch didn't come close. Monzon's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment.
He has his target. He lands the straight right.
Hey, let's go!
He missed with that headshot.
Let's see some more.
Very good, steady double jab there.
Come on.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Commits to the straight right. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And we come to the end of round number 2. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll him. He's got to blow on him. He's got to do everything.
Good exchange. He fires back. Ortiz is picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands, that his opponent only has 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Scores with the combo to the head. Ortiz is putting, there it is! Monzon's down by way of a beautiful combination. That was great work.
Yeah, and he helped himself or hurt himself by standing there right in the middle.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Ortiz is putting forth a great combination there. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Scored well up top. And that's the end of round 3.
You are dominating the fight.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Monzon's cornermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
How about that? Another right hand. Monzon's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
And he's holding. Back upstairs he goes. So punch after punch, he keeps taking punishment. Starting to wonder here, Teddy, how much more will he be able to take?
You want it to be the inclination of a fighter, in this case a warrior, to go on. But sometimes enough is enough, and you just have to take your losses and come back to fight another day. I believe we've gotten to that point.
Ortiz is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Monzon's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Nice work. Nice work.
Ortiz is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Oh, and there you go. Monzon's down. It was a piercing combination that put him on the floor.
Well, you stand in front of your man too long, not doing anything, that's what's going to happen.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
And that's the end of round 4. Monzon's plan was not supposed to be this result that we're getting here. Now it's later in the fight, and his opponent is still able to score with ease out at range.
Well, his corner has to think about doing something drastic here. Taking all these shots, this fight is in danger of being stopped. He's definitely going to lose it anyway. Maybe do something I tried years ago with Mills Lane. Believe it or not, bring him over to the corner, use him a little bit, use the referee. Bring him over to the corner and say, listen, if he doesn't change, I want you stopping this fight the next round. This way you put your fighter on notice what's going on.
He gets off with a combination up top. Ortiz is giving us a taste of some of that athletic ability, that hand speed right there. Good combination.
And his opponent, though, now is going to have to show us that he can do something to sort of, you know, adjust to this, to counter this. And that's going to be controlling range and timing, because he can't match up with the physical hand speed.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Ortiz is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Big shot he just scored with. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
One of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Ortiz is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Monzon stunned, and he cannot block this onslaught. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go to this high.
No, early on, it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, the Thrill in Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?